Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a War Memorial Oval here at the Hutchins School. My name is Tubes Taylor, coming to you from Duff TV. It is Hutchins versus Scotch Oakburn College in the SATIS competition here in Tasmania, as we see the boys from Hutchins out there running around. A big game here today because it is the battle for first. Whoever wins this game will host the state final at their home ground. Scotch looking pretty good out there, as are the Hutchins boys. We've seen Hutchins last week up against St Pat's, coming out victors by around 30 points. Scotch, haven't seen them yet this year, but they've always been pretty strong. A very well-drilled school of footballers. Of course, we are brought to you today by Bennett's Petroleum and Mood Food, and of course, Banjo's, where you can get a regular coffee in Danish for $5.50 at Banjo's Sandy Bay every day. So thanks to our sponsors for putting us on today. There the boys are from Hutchins. We'll zoom out and head across to the boys from Scotch. We've been out there a little bit longer than the Hutchins lads. Of course, both sides getting a couple of boys back from their state representative sides. So an enthralling contest due to come apart here in a few moments. Let's go through the sides for today. For Hutchins, we've got Mac Evans, Will Cooper, Elliot Goward, Callum Ingram, Will Hodgman, Tom Reeves, Tane Suki, Fergus Charles, Will Cottier, Nick Smart, Oliver Burrows-Ching, Riley Ashland, Axel Moore, Angus Evans, Jack Tilley, Will Stadler, Mitchell Rickards, Hamish Allen, Will Polly, Luke Patton, Hugh Jubb and George McShane. And for Scotch Oakburn, it is Will Beattie, Cameron Blandon, Alex Davies, Tom Dowling, Liam Bud Canny, Harry Lewis, Lockie G, Sam Hunt, Ben Simpson, Nick House, Will Harper, Ben McShane, Fletcher Bennett, Rory Alexander, Tim Auckland, Henry Napier, Tom McShane, William Birchmore, Sam Spires, Bede Archer, Max Glover, Will O'Toole. The coaches today, Cameron Blight is coaching the Hutchins footy side for the Lions, and for the Thistles up there at Scotch, it is Andrew McLean. The Scotch boys very keen to get out there, getting out and about. As we see the big ruckman there in the middle, that is Tim Auckland, the big number 17. He is one to watch. A big bustling ruckman, cut out of the same shape of Matthew Cruiser, I would think. He's a big lad. And the Hutchins boys are about there, ready to go. One of my favourite players, of course, from last week, Will Polly, who kicked 3 goals. He should be out there in the ruck. just making the boys wait. Probably needed a clash Guernsey down here today. They're pretty hard to pick, but we will do our very best here at the War Memorial Oval at the Hutchins School. Magnificent scoreboard in the background there. 25-minute quarters, of course, with no time on. So here we go, about to get underway. Thanks to Bennett's Petroleum and Mood Food, and of course the Banjos in Sandy Bay. We can get a regular coffee and a Danish for $5.50 at Sandy Bay. There we go, we're underway. Here we go. Big game here today in the SATIS competition. Scotch versus Hutchins at Hutchins. Big ruck contest, one down there by Auckland. Scrappy stuff as we expect here in the middle. Burrows Cheng burrowing in, doing his very best. Out the very back there, that's Mac Evans, who just can't quite get a kick away. It goes forward now into the forward 50 for the Thistles. Running out to meet the footy down there is Rory Alexander. He left it behind. Probably a tackle a little too high. Can't get it away. It comes out now to Burrows Cheng. Goes one way, then the other team. Suki has it now and kicks long up the wing. Going back with the flight there, Bennett. And we will see the ball out of bounds. Did it go on the full? Some of the Hutchins boys thought it did. But I think we'll see a boundary throw in. So big Hamish Allen with his work cut out up against Auckland there in the ruck. Nice tap down, running through there. I think that was Ben Simpson that kicked it forward. Tapping forward down there is Canny. Quick handball away there by the Hutchins player. Over the top nicely for trying to find Cottier. Or Cottier. Threw it away. Nothing really doing down there. Umpire should ball it up, and he does. So first minute has gone at a frenetic pace. All of the attacking done there by the Thistles. Yet no one to score. Ruck contest, one down by Rory Alexander. Rolling out the back, Burrows Cheng gets pushed in the back, then just left it behind, as he did it with his jocks too. Trying hard down there is Cottier. He's happy to see it across the line as Burrows Cheng pulls the strides up. And we will see a boundary throw in. Boundary throw in, tapped over the back cleverly by Auckland. Hutchins and the numbers there, nicely worked down there by O'Toole. Dropped it without it was Jubb, and Burrows Cheng sends it up the line. Diving on the footy, trying to scoop it back there, nicely worked. Tane Suki lays the tackle, and the ball's been holding the footy. I think that's Will Hodgman that has it now on centre wing. So the school side, Hodgman sends it a long one. Down towards the big forward down there in Tilly. Flew had it, couldn't quite grab a hold of it. Handball away. Smooth moving down there was Cooper. Burrows Cheng as well. Cooper goes back. It's not Cooper at all. It is, of course, Rickards. And Burrows Cheng with a free kick. We'll have a look at that on the Banjos replay. Didn't have the footy. Scooped it up. And a free kick. Not sure what was for exactly. But Burrows Cheng will go back and have a kick at goal. Certainly within his range. Burrows Cheng sends it long. Does it have the journey? Not quite. Punched across the line. And he hits the Bennett's Petroleum scoreboard. Hutchins first to score with a minor. Kicks it to himself. Just to get that extra distance, a long kick up the University wing. Big fly over the back by McShane. Couldn't quite get a hold of the footy. Will Cottier's in there as well, and the umpire says, give it to me, thanks boy. Let's have another look at that replay of the big fly. No, can't see it. Sorry, folks. I'd like to see it again if it goes out of bounds. Can we go back and have a look at that replay, Jero, the big fly? Look at that, he was up high there, McShane, Big Bang McShane, but no mark paid. Probably a little bit frightened of heights there, Big McShane. Anyway, tapping out the back, ball comes out now. Mac Evans is first to it, kept in. Evans with his head down, burrows through, got his handball away. Trying hard down there is Hamish Allen, as was Axel Moore, and the free kick's going here to Scotch. It'll be Bud Kenny. Bud gets it in the middle. Comes back out now to G. G sends a burner. A little bit too much on it though. Tapped away there by Ingram. Now coming through O'Toole, gets a kick away. No one there really in particular, so they all race for it. Trying hard down there was Fergus Charles. Diving on the footy and a big tackle on Rory Alexander. But we will see a ball up. Ruck contest inside forward 50 for Scotch. Here's a chance now over the back for McShane. He kicked away but didn't got it smothered. Axel Moore can't quite get a hold of it. It's picked up now there by G. G sends it forward. A little push in the back there on the defender. Maybe the mark paid. No. Free kick not given. Moore trying to get a hold of it. And now it comes out to Evans. Burrows Cheng here. Just keeping the footy in front. That's clever stuff by Burrows Cheng. Ducked into the tackle. Nice tackle laid there by House. And it was too high though. So Burrows Cheng will get the free kick. Burrows Cheng sends a little helicopter punt inside 450. Big fly over the back. Numbers again here. Polly. He can't get his handball away. Diving on the footy. No one. It's free kick going the way of Hutchins. It'll go to Fergus Charles. Charles off to Burrows Cheng. Wrong-footed him on the wrong side, so he goes into his right foot. Another helicopter punt in towards Polly. Polly flew, but it went too high for him. Now a chance at the back for Blandon. Free kick going the way of Blandon. Little too high. 6 minutes gone in this first term. Looks to the University wing, but ends up going out towards the Hutchins School wing. Nice grab out there by Beattie. Beattie sending the ball long, but it's all Hutchins down here. First to the ball should be Angus Evans. Does well, spins it around the corner. Quick kick up the line. And a mark taken out there for the Lions. Sending Wormburner in towards Cottier. Or Cottier, if you like. I like to add a little French inflection as Cottier goes long. Polly's got to get there. Late to the footy he was, so Bennett should mop up for the Thistles. Handball over the top, finding Simpson. Simpson back into the middle, and the run here now has a bounce. That's luck's a fortune because it's landed in the arms of McShane. McShane handball to a man who had Burrows Cheng hot on his hammer. It was Bede Archer, so free kick here now for Burrows Cheng. So the OBC heads out wide. Big punch away there by the defender in Bennett. Now a chance over the back for Ricards. He's outnumbered 4-2. Nice kick again. McShane with strong arms. Does really well. Takes a contested grab. Long down into the pocket. Here's a chance now for the Thistles if they can get there first, but no. Evans handballs off to his man down there, Stadler. Stadler into the middle of the ground. Hamish Allen. No free kick given there. He balled it back in. There's a chance here for a free kick. It won't. He'll ball it up. Ruck contest won again by Auckland. He's had the better of it so far today. Hutchins with the footy again, just punching it forward. If they can get a hold of the footy here, they'll be out. Nicely worked by Ingram. Sends it forward, but it's all Scotch. Scotch handball over the top, finding House. House sends it long up the line, flying back there. Was that man in Ingram? Big tackle laid on Archer, who's been wrapped up in a couple of tackles. And the umpire will ball it up. Here on the University wing, just forward of centre for Scotch. Great contest in the ruck there. No one really got the better of it. Quick kick out there by Dowling. Dowling forward trying to find McShane. Gets pushed off the ball. Evans comes through again. He's been good down back, but his kick goes out of bounds. And it'll be a free kick to the Thistles. So the man to take it down there looks like Big Bud Kenny. And the question is, can he? No, he can't. Perhaps a fist away there. Rolling out the back now is Patton. Patton sends it long up the wing. Going back with the flight courageously was Goward. But the Thistles to mop up and send it forward again. Here's a chance now as they go forward again. Going back with the flight courageously, that's Evans. He's played very well so far, Angus Evans, as his chip kick comes out wide. Finding that man down there, Ashland. Ashland sends a worm burner up towards Axel Moore with the headband. Axel again sends it long. Maybe a free kick given. No, nothing doing there. Big tackle laid on O'Toole, who's just dropped the footy. And the free kick will go the way of Ingram. So, Callum Ingram. Send the ball long down towards Rickards. Over his head, though, and it rolls out of bounds in front of Blandon. And we'll see a boundary throw-in on half forward for the Lions. So no real penetration in their forward line. No marks inside forward 50 just yet for either side as the ball comes into centre. Nice handball there up to Bennett. Bennett's handball goes even further afield. But look who it is. Evans again. Quickly moves the ball out towards Mac Evans. Mac Evans has nothing to kick to, so he looks long down the line. It's cut off again by Max Hunt. So Max from half-back on the Riverside sends it long, almost the mark over the back to Simpson. He plays on quickly, sends it in forward again, and a good strong mark down there. That's a great kick to a big man in Timmy Auckland, and he'll go back and have a shot at goals. On the Banjos replay, just a beautiful kick to advantage there from Simpson, I think it was. Long kick. Strong kick, he's just sprayed it though. So the Hutchins boys will bring it in through Riley Ashton. No, he's happy to hand it off to Suki. So Tane Suki. They've got the rolling maul happening. That's a longer kick than what he thought it was going to be. Rolling out the back, here's Tom Reeves. Handballed in the middle. Oh, it's dangerous here. Running through hard there is Big Patton. Trying hard to get the footy. Nick Smart too as they dive in on it. And we'll see a ball up at half forward for Scotch. Big ruck contest, one down by the big man in Allen. Axel Moore trying hard in there too. Quick handball out. Big punch away by Mac Evans, didn't get far. Now look at this. Brilliant by the big man, just touch footy. He's going to pay the mark. They're calling touch. No, umpire says pay the mark. So brilliant stuff from the big man Auckland just to protect the drop zone. Cottier was trying to tackle hard there, but no touched ball call from the umpire, so the mark is paid. Tim Auckland will go back about 35 metres out. He's had a shot from a different angle. This one should go straight through the middle, and it does. So Tim Auckland has the first goal of this game. 13 minutes nearly gone in this first term. As we see on the Banjos replay, we can get a coffee and a Danish for $5.50 in Sandy Bay at Banjos. Beautiful work from Tim Auckland, sending it through the big sticks for 6 pointers. Scotch 1-1-7, leading Hutchins 0-1-1. So back in the middle. They flew high. Hutchins trying to get the ball away through George McShane. Can't quite do it. Nicely worked out here by Spires. He goes forward again. They look dangerous down here. Scotch rolling out the back there. Evans off to Jubb. I think it was long up the wing. Bouncing ball. And good tackle laid there by Will Cooper as the ball goes out of bounds. Right in front of the bench there. Burrows Cheng taking an extended rest on the pine. I'd want him out there if I were coach as the rain starts to fall here at War Memorial Oval. Clever touch over. Rickards trying to kick it off the ground. Coming through fast and quick there was Reeves. Quick kick forward. Here's a chance now for Hutchins. It'll be Jack Tilley that goes bang and kicks the first one for Hutchins and scores a level. Jack Tilley doing his best work there, roving magnificently. Just eyes on the footy only. He's elite in his use of the ball, and he kicks his first. Scores level. 14 and a half minutes gone in the first term, thanks to Bennett's Petroleum. Jack Tilley kicked 4 last game. I think 4 last game we called. They put Auckland back in the ruck. That's a clever tap down to Simpson, who drives it long and forward. Going back with the flight there, that was Alexander trying to get his kick away. Here's a chance now for McShane. It rolls through for a behind. And Hutchins will reset in the form of Suki. Suki sending it to the university side. It's all all Scotch Oakburn here. Coming through at the footy there, nicely handballed up in towards G's hands. There's a man down behind play, it's Beattie. Trying hard down there is McShane, as is that man Tom Reeves. And the umpire will ball it up. Beattie's back up on his feet, which is good to hear for the Thistles. Polly in the ruck contest, nothing doing. Ball up again. Polly with a fist. It's really scrappy stuff down here in the forward line for Scotch. We'll see another ball up. Ruck contest again. It comes out for Hutchins. Moore does well just to get his hands to the footy and miss the mark there with his handball up towards, I think that was Evans down there, I'm not sure. Apologies, folks. Trying hard now. McShane is happy to see it across the line and will ball it in. So Scotch attacking again. Polly in the ruck. Won it down. Comes out the back here. Here's a chance for Cottier. Driving it long. Now over the back. Here's a chance down there for Ingram. Ingram's quick, but he's got a man hot on his hammer in house. Ingram does well just to keep the footy in front, then just gets tackled, almost a free kick for dropping the footy. And umpire says, no, I'll ball it up. So the quick transition sees the ball inside forward 50 again for Hutchins. Hamish Allen up against Auckland. Tilley got pushed off the ball. Burrows Cheng is down in there as well as Ingram. And we'll see another ball up. Just a little light rain here today. Nothing much to speak of really. Reeves gets a hold of the footy. Then the umpire says, give it to me. I'll ball it up again. So no one getting any real clean possession here today. We haven't seen that run and carry that Hutchins showed us last weekend. Comes out now for Tilley. Got a big high kick. Big fly over the back there from Max Hunt. Quick kick forward there by Scotch Oakburn, and the mark taken there by Jubb, the captain. So Hugh Jubb to send it inside forward again. Down in the Allen direction, big punch away. Now they're out here. Bennett chips over the top, only as far as that man there, Riley Ashland, and we'll see another boundary throw in. So Hutchins on the Bennett's Petroleum scoreboard, a 1-1-7, Scotch Oakburn College 1-2-8, 1 point the margin. 18 and a half, 19 minutes gone in this first term. Quick handball out now, a chance for Mac Evans. Driving the footy long over the back. Here's a chance now, running at the back is Ricards. He can't quite keep it in. Allen does well to keep it in there. And it finally goes across the boundary for a boundary throw-in. So quarters here are 25 minutes with no time on. There's about 5 minutes to go in this term. As Will Cooper takes a sprint to the bench. Scrappy again. Ball's out here now. McShane was down there. It comes out for the Thistles and it's driven long. A little push in the back. Nothing doing from the umpire. Rolling over the back there is O'Toole, I think, as he gets his kick forward. It was a scrappy one. Hodgman's down there. Does well to clear the immediate danger, but it's coming straight back in the form of this man for the Thistles who drives it long. Big long roost. Is it going to get across the line? No. Hodgman dives on it and kills it. And it goes through for a behind. Quick kick out to Burrows Cheng. Burrows Cheng gets called to play on, goes one way then the other, back onto his left foot, doesn't have one, so he uses his right to drive it up the wing. Sliding across the line there is Jack Tilley. They'll be happy to see it across the line as the Scotch boys do. For another boundary throw-in. As the rain starts to fall even heavier. Quick kick forward, nice tackle laid there by Patton, and it'll go across the line for a boundary throw-in again. Scotch just seem to have had a little bit more play in this quarter. A little bit more clean possession, I would have thought. Patton trying hard to get the footy away. McShane's down there too, as is that one Blandon. Comes out to McShane. McShane threw it away. It came out the tackle, the umpire said. Burrows Cheng gets buried. And we'll see a ball up right here at half forward on the University side at War Memorial Oval. Polly flew high. Big punch forward there by G. Now an inside 50, not quite. Cottier, it's Tilley actually. Down towards Goward. Goward can't pick it up and then gets pushed off the ball. So Goward will take the free kick at centre wing. So Goward just drops the footy and just throws it on the boot. A kick and hope. And it's going to work out okay because there's some players down there. Tilley's there. Gets pushed in the back. Maybe just on his journey here for Tilley. He's a good user of the footy if someone wants to break out into that pocket, but Scotch have got some numbers back. It'll take his best kick, I would have thought. He is a good user of the footy though. So Tilley. Slight angle. Gets the majority of it, but it won't make the journey. And a mark taken down back for Scotch. Out to the Riverside. It's coming straight back because the mark's taken down there by Moore. Moore sends it long again. But a mark taken here by Fletcher Bennett. It's aerial ping pong right now, just back and forth. So Bennett for Scotch. Sends it back in the Moore direction. Are they playing kick to kick, these two lads? A nice strong mark taken down there by McShane. He plays on quickly. Sends it long in towards Auckland. Auckland does well to bustle his man out of the way, and that was Will Stadler, sorry. So Auckland has no one really leading for him down inside forward 50. Handball's off instead. Down there McShane will be the flyer. He flies high, goes through his arms, then a quick kick over the head. Just through for a behind. Let's have another look at this thanks to Banjos. Yeah, well and truly through the behind posts. Quick kick down the line, finds Ashland. Ashland. Nicely to Burrows Cheng. Burrows Cheng has numbers in the middle. Sends it over the top towards Axel Moore. Axel Moore does really well, but taps it out of bounds. We'll see another boundary throw in. About 33 seconds to go according to the Banjos scoreboard here at War Memorial Oval. It is Hutchins 1-1-7 to Scotch Oakburn 1-4-10. 3 points the margin here with a few seconds to go in the first term. Quick kick out again. They need a free kick here, Hutchins, if they're going to get anywhere near it. Quick pick up there by Ingram, and nothing doing. So siren will sound here. Thanks to Bennett's Petroleum, it is Hutchins trailing Scotch Oakburn 1-1-7 to 1-4-10. Goal kickers for the game for Hutchins, it is Jack Tilley with 1, and for Scotch Oakburn, it is Tim Auckland with 1. So a pretty scrappy first quarter here at War Memorial Oval. We, of course, will be back with the second quarter in just a few moments, thanks to Bennett's Petroleum and, of course, Banjos in Sandy Bay, where you can get a regular coffee and Danish for $5.50. We'll be right back in just a few moments here on Duff TV.
Our school is not just a series of classrooms. It's not just a proud Anglican school for boys.
Ours is a school that teaches and inspires.
We believe that what you do matters. We're a community that celebrates our peers, that embraces diversity, that exists with compassion and integrity, that treats one another with kindness and respect.
Our school builds more than just education.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Second quarter about to get underway here at War Memorial Oval. Hutchins versus Scotch Oakburn. 3 points margin in favour of the Thistles. Rolling out the back here for Beattie. Tapped it into his man down there in Archer. Quick kick forward by the big long arms there. McShane handballs off to a running man. Quick kick in down forward and just dropping the ball off his chest was Rory Alexander. And we'll see a ball in. That rain starts to get a little heavier. Ball in. Coming through like a freight train down there was Simpson. Nice tackle laid. It just dropped the footy. There, the Hutchins player. Pulled off the ball. Was another Scotchman behind play. No free kick. Umpire ball it up. Big ruck contest, one down. Hutchins trying through. Cottier doing his best. Diving on the footy and then shifting it out was Simpson there. Quick kick forward. Trying again down there is Ashland. The mark taken by Moore. Moore, Burrows-Cheng through his fingertips. A little bit slippery out there. Burrows-Cheng went hard again, then got pushed in the back there by Glover. No free kick. Missed the mark down there, Patton. Again through the fists. Quick kick forward down there by Cooper. Comes out to no one in particular, so Archer will mop up here. Chance there for Simpson again. Burrows-Cheng without the footy. No free kick given. Axel Moore again gets his handball away. Comes out the back here to O'Toole. Simpson driving the ball forward, going back, Evans. Just slid into the spot right there all day, Evans. And the mark taken down there by Mac Evans. Over the top, strong grab taken down there by Patton. Patton sends it to half forward. Big strong grab taken down there for Scotch. And I think that is, yes it is, O'Toole. Sends it out wide. Finds his man in Bennett. Bennett down the line to Beattie. Beattie long. Down to McShane, going back with a flight. That was courageous down there by Evans. McShane handballs off to a man that's gone out of bounds. We'll see a ball in. 3 minutes gone in the second term. Still no one to score yet. It is 1-1-7 to Scotch Oakburn, 1-4-10 on the Bennett's Petroleum scoreboard. Jumping over the top there, playing the hurdles is Tom McShane. Quick kick forward again there by Hutchins. Trying to get it into his mitts there, Will Cooper. Gets it up to Patton. Patton gets tackled and that's holding the ball or incorrect disposal. Now that's actually Lockie G that punches it forward. Beattie over the back, sends a banana down. It bounces and it bounces through for Beattie. And Beattie kicks his first, the first goal of their second term, and Scotch extend their lead. They are 2-4-16 to Hutchins, 1-1-7 on Bennett's Petroleum scoreboard. Let's have a look at the Banjos replay. The ball came in nicely. Right thing to do there by Evans to fist it away. Jubb just overran the ball, and then Beattie, opportunistic, sends a banana or a check side, whichever you like, through the middle. And trying hard down there, of course, was Riley Ashland, but there's nothing you can do about that. It's gone through the big sticks. The margin out to 9 points. Absolutely dominating in the ruck here, Scotch. There's a push in the back there, no free kick. Scooped it out nicely. Here comes G. G sends it forward. Gets pushed as he kicked. Big punch away there by the defenders. McShane is the first to it. He slips over as they dive in there. Free kick maybe. No. Ball in. So, right inside forward 50 now for the Thistles. McShane trying hard. There he is, Bud Kenny. And we will see a ball up. I specifically was told to call Liam Kenny Bud, and if I called him Liam, his mum would be angry. So Bud Kenny gets a quick kick forward as it goes into the post there. That was Willow Toole. And another behind to Scotch, margin out to 10 points. Kick coming in now, just almost over the line there. Flying down there, Auckland. Now a chance for JT. Jack Tilley just can't get a hold of the footy. And we will see a ball in. Burrows Ching pushing and shoving down there, as with Max Hunt playing on Jack Tilley. This is where the battle's been won, I think, for Scotch. Auckland's been giving them first use of the footy through the middle. Diving on the footy, nothing really doing here. Umpire's letting it go. It's a cake of soap down there. Free kick against Jubb. He didn't have the footy, said the commanding officer there and the umpire. And McShane of the Tom variety gets a kick and a long grab and a nice mark taken down there by Ben McShane. And what a grab, just over the back. Ashland didn't stand a chance because he read it beautifully in the air, McShane, and then got up and said, "Where were you on that one, Cobber?" And McShane from directly in front sends it through. And his first of this tournament and this game, Scotch 5-3-23, Hutchins 1-1-7. Let's get a look at this on the Banjos replay. It wasn't the most beautiful kick off the boot. Just snuck in, did a little bit in the air, but it doesn't matter when it goes through the middle of the two big sticks. It is still 6 points. Margin now rolling out to 16. Hutchins really need to get something going here. Scotch win it down only as far as Reeves. Reeves gets his kick forward and it's a rolling ball. Here's a chance now for them to attack. They've got numbers around the footy here, it's Hutchins, but it comes out the back. Quick kick off the ground through Max Hunt's fingertips. No free kick given, and the ball goes out of bounds with Jack Tilley, and we will see a ball in. So it's quite a gloomy day here, as you can see, at War Memorial Oval. Ball inside forward 50 for the first time this quarter, really, for Hutchins. Coming through hard at the footy, Fletcher Bennett. Quick kick forward by the Hutchins player down there. No one really wants to pick up the footy down here for Hutchins. Here comes Burrows Cheng around the corner and he bends one through, and that might be enough to get them fired up. Burrows Cheng with his first. It was a ripper around the body, and that's what he can do to you with his explosive pace. Obviously represented the state last week. And have a look at this. He just saw an opportunity, had a quick look at the goal, settled and sent it through the middle for 6 points. Hutchins 2-1-13, Scotch Oakburn 3-5-23. 10 points the difference here. 8.5 minutes gone in the second term. Ruck contest won again there by Scotch. Scooped out the back, G gets his kick away just. Nicely again, G followed up. Coming through hard at the footy down there, that was Suki. Burrows Cheng got his handball away. It goes out of bounds for a ball in. Some of the Scotch boys were asking for holding the ball. Nothing doing, said the umpire, so a ruck contest here again. Auckland in the middle. Quickly tapped over the back, G's there again. That's actually Simpson. They look very similar, the G and Simpson varieties. Auckland again with his big body. Threw it out, said the umpire, and the free kick would go to Jubb. Jubb from half back. No one really moving for him up long. He has numbers around the footy, and he coughs it up. And the mark taken down there by Blandon. Blandon into the middle, finding Bennett. Bennett long up the wing, but there's Evans just standing in the hole. He's done a great job down there. And 50 metres as well. Not sure what that was for. We might check that on the the Banjos replay. Well, there was the mark. And perhaps that man there against poor old Liam Bud Kenny for encroaching on the area. Kick out here towards Ricards. Someone needs a shepherd here. Great shepherd laid down there. Quickly tapped in towards Tilly. Tilly from the pocket into the hot spot. Bounces over the top of everyone involved. Quick kick off the ground by the Scotch player. Running ball down there for Fergus Charles. Charles just dives on the footy, but it's quickly picked up nicely there by McShane of the bend variety. Geez, there's a few McShanes playing for Scotch as it goes out of bounds, and we will see another boundary throw-in. So we've got Ben McShane. We've got Tom McShane. Oh no, they're the only two. Forward again now for Hutchins. Diving down on it was Beattie. Trying hard in there as Will Cooper. Kick off the ground there by Hodgman. It's gone out of bounds. And we'll see another boundary throw-in. Hello to all those folks out there watching on our live stream. Thanks to Bennett's Petroleum and Banjos in Sandy Bay, where you can get a regular coffee and a Danish for $5.50. Quick kick it out of bounds again. It's actually gone out on the full. Moves it into Cottier. Setting up beautifully behind the ball, Scotch. Here's a chance now as they bring the ball out again. Dangerous kick across goals out towards Bud Kenny. He's got, I think that's Evans down there. No, it's Hodgman. Quickly tapped out the back. Now a quick kick forward again. But Jubb's there by himself. Has numbers around the footy. Jubb quickly just gets wrapped up. Quick kick forward. It should be work out here for Hutchins as McShane has it. Now, tough angle. Probably right on his journey here, I would have thought. McShane sends it long. It's a beautiful kick off the boot. Just needs to be shepherded through. Big punch and big fly from McShane. Oh, the umpire's called it a goal. Well, what a great kick there from George McShane. Send it long and send it through the middle. Late arrival from McShane was not enough to get a punch on it. We'll see this in the replay. Umpire in the best position, of course. McShane flew high. Oh, touch and go. The twos boys from Scotch behind me here are not happy with the umpire's call. But he's in the best position, boys. I'm trying to calm them down. They're going to riot here, folks. Back in the middle. Hutchins, 3-1-19. Scotch, 3-5-23 as it comes forward again for Hutchins. Running through hard at the footy there was Nick Smart. Couldn't quite get a hold of it. It comes out to Napier. He gets his kick away just. Now it's all Scotch. It's 3-on-1 out here, and the 3 will win because Lockie G has it at centre wing, sends it forward again in towards Auckland. Auckland flew high, going back with the flight courageously was for Angus Evans. And the ball happy to be across the line down there. I would have thought the Hutchins defenders will see another boundary throw-in. Well, someone take the matches off the boys from Scotch up here. They're going to set fire to the club rooms by the looks of things. They're rioting. They weren't happy with the call. Boundary throw, not really. Don't send the fire brigade down, folks. That was a joke. Handball out the back. Now it comes out to Reeves. Reeves only as far as Beattie. So Beattie's kicked one from here before. He was running and snapping on his last goal in this quarter. Deliberate approach. Sends it long, and no doubt about that one. Through the middle, Beattie kicks his second. On the Bennett's Petroleum scoreboard, it is Scotch Oakburn 4-5-29 to Hutchins 3-1-19 as we see on the Banjos replay. A beautiful kick, beautiful drop punt. Beattie kicks his second, and it is back to a 10-point ball game. Back in the middle here. Allen wins it down. Right at his feet. Nicely picked up there by Patton. Running through Burrows. Chen got his handball. Someone's hot on his hammer every time he goes near the footy. And we will see a ball up here. Just forward to centre for Hutchins on the Derwent River side. Ruck again, one down there by Oakes, I think it was. No, beg your pardon, it wasn't at all. It was at Hamish Allen. Beattie keeps it in cleverly. Only as far as Axel Moore. Axel Moore didn't have the footy. Umpire didn't see it. A little push and shove there, and we'll see a ball in. Allen wins it down. Only as far as that man there. I think that's G. Burrows Chang gets tackled by Lockie G. And the umpire says, give it to me, I'll ball it up. No, free kick. Too high, perhaps. So, Burrows Chang with the ball just behind centre for him. Chopped off there by Bud Kenny. Bud goes long up the wing, kick to space. Evans reads it well and then is happy to set across the line. We'll see a ball in again. Polly wins it down. Burrows Cheng tries to burrow through a few Scotch players. Can't quite get it away. Quick handball out, finding Alexander into the middle of the ground. Now it's a foot race. Beautiful pick up there by Ashland. Handball again to no one in particular. Suki's down there. He left it behind. McShane, Tom McShane. But a kick forward now by Hutchins. Should go out of bounds right in front of Cameron Blight. And we will see a ball in. O'Toole had it. Polly trying hard. Axel Moore doing the right thing, keeping the footy in front, as was Burrows Cheng, who handballed into the advantage of Axel Moore. Quick kick forward there by Hutchins. Ricards has got to work hard here. Has a man down there in Bennett. Dove on the footy. Courageous stuff down there by House. And we will see a ball in inside forward 50 for Hutchins. $17 3/4 minutes gone in this second term. Scotch 4-5-29 to Hutchins 3-1-19. The ball goes forward again. Now a chance over the back as it just goes out of bounds, hitting the behind post. So probably a good result now for Hutchins here, as Hamish Allen arrives late. Wins it down. Now they just need to shepherd here. Just threw it up, did that man Reeves, goes bang, sends it long behind. Margin back to 9 points. They go out to that Riverside. Handballing back into the arms of Fletcher Bennett. Bennett handballs over the top, then goes back and gets it again. Who's running with him? No one in particular. Quick kick long up towards Beattie. Big double-fisted punch there by Evans as the ball goes out of bounds in front of Riley Ashland. And we will see another ball in. Nearly 19 minutes gone. The 9-point margin remains on the Bennett's Petroleum scoreboard. Umpire's pulled out a free kick here for holding, perhaps. No, he's just explaining to the boys that they cannot touch until the ball is released. Well, good education there from the umpire. Ruck contest, one down by Auckland. Diving into the footy was Evans. Auckland goes in again. She's a massive unit as the handball comes over the top. Ashland now sends it long down towards his teammate down there in Charles. Beating him down there was Bennett. Maybe a push in the back there. Yes, free kick going the way of Bennett. So the Scotch boys have made the trip down the Midland Highway. Of course, they stopped at Mood Food at Kempton for breakfast. Big long kick over the back. Burrows Chang just shrugging Alex Davies away as the ball goes out of bounds. Another boundary throw in. Ruck contest, one down again. It's beautifully handballed out. Polly now handballs off to Patton. Attacking in P's here. Here comes Hodgman. Hodgman sending it forward again. Working to the front of the pack there. Nicely defended down there by Blandon. Hodgman lays a tackle on, I think it was Harper. Quick kick forward again. Here's a chance now for Evans. No, can't quite get a hold of it. Clever tap away. Patton does well. Oh, hard at the footy. That one might be a bit dangerous because Suki is down and looks hurt. Big tackle laid and kicked forward. Now they must fly. Almost trying down there is Reeves. Quick handball out towards Burrows Cheng. Burrows Cheng gets tackled and umpire's pulled out a free kick as Suki is okay. He's up. Let's have a look at this hit. It was fair. He was attacked on the footy. There it was. Burrows Cheng again, spinning around, sending one high. Polly getting the right spot, can't quite get a hold of it. Coming through fast now down there is Goward. And it's quickly picked up and a quick goal. That's Tom Reeves, I believe. Beautiful opportunistic stuff from Tommy Reeves. And the margin back to 3 points. Couldn't quite get the footy, but reading the play beautifully, Tom Reeves. And then the finish, thanks to Banjos on the replay. Tom Reeves kicks a goal, and they stay in touch, Hutchins. Scotch Oakburn 4-5-29 lead, Hutchins 4-26. Ruck contest and won by Auckland again. McShane gets tackled hard, and that's called holding the ball. Can we get another look at that, Jero? It was a beautiful tackle. Big hit, and Patton gets pushed, and Auckland is down. Patton is up and about. He seems to be okay. He's coming off for a quick break. Cottier sending it long towards the goal kicker in Reeves. Can't quite get a hold of the footy. Now it comes out the back. Reeves trying hard down there again. Pushing off the footy. Scooped up now by McShane. That's Tom McShane. They threw it away basically. Quickly moving the ball out now through House. It's been a hard-hitting game. They're attacking the footy with vigour. And we will see a ball up on half forward for Hutchins with a minute and a half to play. Polly's down there, diving on the footy there. Was the Hutchins player in Ingram. And we'll see another ball up. So a lot of stop and start here for the boys. Polly wins it away. Auckland trying hard again. Cottier. Polly gets just a swift kick away. It's picked up down there by Archer. Kick is smothered here. Now a chance for Scotch to clear the footy. They can't quite do it. Quick kick out there by Cooper. And it's going to work out okay. Oh, a mark that was dropped down there by Allen. And it goes out of bounds. Probably should have taken that one and on the Banjos replay, but pressure may have got the best of him. Allen up against Auckland. Auckland wins it down. They read him so well. And Reeves has the footy. And about 13 seconds to go. So they need a free kick here, Hutchins. As the countdown comes. Quick kick away. No mark taken. And there it is. Half time here at War Memorial Oval. It is Scotch Oakburn College 4-5-29, leading Hutchins 4-2-26, 3 points the margin. Goal kickers for Scotch, 2 to Will Beattie, singles to Ben McShane and Tim Auckland, and for Hutchins it is singles to Tom Reeves, Oliver Burrows-Cheng, Jack Tilley and George McShane. A very interesting second half, well and truly coming up next here on Duff TV as they do a little bit of chirping. Hello to those folks on the live stream. If you're sticking around here for the halftime break, we've got a couple of interviews for you. Cameron Blight from the Hutchins School, senior coach down there, and of course Dr. Rob McEwen, the principal here at the Hutchins School, chatted to us here at Duff TV before the game. So stick around. Repeating, it is Scotch Oakburn 4-5-29, leading Hutchins 4-2-26. 3 points the margin here at War Memorial Oval. Stick around. Coming up next, the second half on Duff TV. Tubes Taylor here, coming to you from War Memorial Oval at the Hutchins School. I'm joined by the senior coach of the first 18 here at Hutchins, Cameron Blight. Welcome, Blighty.
Hey Tubes, good to see you back again, mate, after last week.
Yeah, 3 games in less than a week, mate. How's that going to result for the boys?
Yeah, look, we've rotated the squad fairly well over the last week and managed to still get the couple of wins. So today's a big day. The winner of today hosts the final next week, so huge game.
So what does it mean for your boys to host at their home ground if they can win today?
Yeah, definitely. We're formidable here, and the more that we play here, the better that we're playing the ground. So I think it's a huge advantage, and it's also the travel factor. You're on a bus for 3 hours and probably leaving at 6 in the morning. So
no, and any notable wins for you this week?
Yeah, definitely got our state boys back. So Burrows-Cheng and Tom Reeves, Axel Moore. So certainly bringing some quality back in, as well as a few that we'd freshened up as well. So I guess that sort of rounds us off nicely. Got a good balanced side, some good tools, some good in and under players as well.
Anything you learnt from the game last game against Grammar?
Yeah, definitely. I think our side was very different. We had extra numbers that we rotated, so we'll certainly continue to improve our ball movement, our tackle pressure, and we'll certainly we're ready today.
All right, Blighty, we'll leave you there. You go and address the boys. Good luck today.
Thanks, Tubes. Thanks a lot.
Good on you. All right, we're joined by the principal of the Hutchins School, Dr. Rob McEwen. Welcome to Duff TV.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Big game for your boys today here against a traditional foe that are running out right now, the old Scotch boys.
A really big game for us because this has been a long time in the making for us. We've been out of the finals, I think, certainly haven't won it for 5, 6, 7 years. We don't like to count them, but it's been a few years, and Scotch have always been strong, so a good game for us this week.
They've been certainly strong for a number of decades, really. Expectations for your boys today? If they win today, they get to host the state final here at Hutchins. What would that mean for your school?
That would mean an enormous amount. One, we don't like driving to Launceston, but two, it'll mean that we can get behind them and our community can come out and support them in a way that they just can't quite do in Launceston. So this is a big one for us, but also it gives great confidence going into next week as well. So we're playing for more than just a home final.
Excellent stuff. All right, and another good win by the Twos boys as well. They got over the line today.
Yeah,
they did by 50 points. That's really good for them.
The Twos are doing well. What's great about the program is we've probably got 60, 70 boys wanting to play football, and to try and get them in a rotation means that boys have to miss out each week and others get to play. But what's great about it is that there's a real spirit in the club.
Absolutely.
And the boys are doing well across both first and seconds.
All right, Dr. Rob, we'll leave you there, mate. We'll let you go and sit on the sidelines. I'm sure you'll be nerves will be pumping, but hopefully a win for your Hutchins boys.
Nerves are a good thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Good on you. Thanks for joining us on Duff TV.
Ciao.
Good on you.
Our school is not just a series of classrooms. It's not just a proud Anglican school for boys.
Ours is a school that teaches and inspires.
We believe that what you do matters. We're a community that celebrates our peers, that embraces diversity, that exists with compassion and integrity, that treats one another with kindness and respect.
Our school builds more than just education.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
Our school is not just a series of classrooms. It's not just a proud Anglican school for boys, or just one of the oldest schools in Australia.
Ours is a school that teaches and inspires, a school that learns, a school that lives for community and whose community lives within us.
We believe that what you do matters, and what you don't do matters, and honesty means more than just telling the truth.
We believe achieving locally means succeeding globally as we aspire to a fair and sustainable world.
We're a community that celebrates our peers, that embraces diversity, that exists with compassion and integrity, that treats one another with kindness and respect.
Our school is a place where success means being a good person, where classrooms are not the only places we learn, where well-being goes hand in hand with resilience, where winning and losing graciously is the greatest skill of any contest. The values we embody, they embody us. Values of success and creativity.
Foundations of kindness and integrity.
Equations of compassion and humility.
Formulas of courage and respect. Our school builds more than just education.
Third term about to get underway here from War Memorial Oval at the Hutchins School. It is Hutchins 4-2-26, trailing Scotch Oakburn 4-5-29. The final round of the SATIS regular roster before the finals. Whoever wins this game gets to host the home grand final. Auckland wins it down. He's been huge in the ruck. Burrows Cheng getting in there, getting his hands free just. Moore kicking it forward. Need a mark here from Tilly. Good punch away there by Max Hunt, running through hard. Nicely kicked forward by Tom Reeves. And that's the start Coach Cameron Blight was after as they kick their first goal of this third term. And what a great roving ball there from Tommy Reeves. Have a look at this, folks. Just extreme pace thanks to Banjos. We can get a Danish and a regular coffee for $5.50. Look at that. And then the finish too, if you don't mind. Sends it home. Hutchins, for the first time in this game, lead at 5-2-32 to 4-5-29. That's his second goal, Tom Reeves. He's been moved to the middle, shrugging the contest, nicely pushed forward. Old McShane takes a couple of grabs and he'll go back. Maybe a little bit more free moving this quarter. Big fly in front. Hutchins played as well, as does that man Beattie coming through over the back, diving in. Burrows Cheng, and we'll see a ball up. Inside forward 50 now for the Thistles. Oh, beautiful roving ball over the back and a quick kick forward by Simpson. But a behind. So Suki to take the, as we see, have a look at this. Just a quick kick forward into the woodwork. Behind. 2 points the margin. Suki kicks long. Over the back, through Axel Moore's hands. Clever kick into the middle. Good mark taken down there by Glover. Handball's off to a running man. He wasn't going very fast there, Simpson. He got held up and a quick kick forward cut off by Reeves. Reeves sends it long out towards Tilly. Good mark taken out there by him. Into the middle of the ground, overcooked it a little bit too much. Oh, then taken out the legs there by was Will Cooper. Quick handball up nicely there by Bennett. Comes forward though for Hutchins. Oh, Auckland couldn't quite take the mark. Comes out to Glover, he got his handball away. That was, I think, Simpson off the ground. Moore does really well to tackle the man on the ground who was Archer. Kick into the bread basket there, I think. We'll have another look at that on the Bennett's Petroleum replay. Maybe that one there. We'll just keep letting this run here because I think it happened just here on the Banjos replay. It came out here. Quick kick forward right into the bread basket there. Back live now. Tilly tried hard. Here's Burrows Cheng, who just gets a kick away and he kicks a goal. Burrows Cheng with his second of this half. Sorry, first of this half, second of the game. And Burrows Cheng extends that Hutchins lead out to 8 points. He just has the ability to get the ball off the ground first time. Trying to smother hard there was Nick House, but didn't get anything on it. So he hits the Bennett's Petroleum scoreboard. Hutchins 6-2-38, Scotch 4-6-30. Little push and shove from the 222s. 4 ducks swimming out here between Patton and Archer. One down by Allen, straight in the arms there of Simpson though. Trying hard, there's G. Now here's a chance for Reeves. He can't quite get a hold of the footy. Pushed off the ball, Patton. Reeves again. Burrows Cheng cop one high as the men go down. Lockie G's copped a head knock there. Little push and shove. G seems to be okay. Burrows Cheng is up and about. And a free kick downfield. Cottier there just going over, rubbing it into the arms of Simpson. We might go back and have a look and see what that was for. Have a look at this hit. Oh, on G and Burrows Cheng on the Banjos replay. But this is Will Polly. Kicked 3 last week. One sock up, one sock down. We like the cut of his jib. Straight into the sun. He's looking directly at it. And he kicks the goal. So that is Will Polly's first of the game. And Hutchins extend their margin out to 14 points. They are 7-2-44. Scotch 4-6-30. 5 minutes gone in this third term. Free kick against Hutchins. Not sure what that was for. Axel Moore just encroaching on the circle. Perhaps as the rainbow falls from behind. Here's McShane. Gets his hands away just. Suki with the clearing kick. Nice strong mark taken down there by George McShane. George goes long out towards Ingram, who takes the mark, running quickly. Big fly over the back. Polly, just the man they wanted down there to take a contested grab. Everyone flew at it, but Polly had his eyes only for the footy. And he managed to just hold on, and he cuddles the ball into his chest. And he'll go back and have a shot. Tight angle here. And his second for the quarter. Comes in, it's not the most beautiful kick off the ball. A big punch away by Auckland, and it will be a behind. 15 points the margin. Kicks it to himself and plays on up through the middle. An attacking kick, big fly over the back. No one taking the grab. McShane's in there for Hutchins, as is that man Angus Evans and Willie Beattie. We'll see a ball up. 7 minutes gone on the Bennett's Petroleum scoreboard. Hutchins out by 15 points. Little dinky kick forward. Now they've got numbers here. They just need to go up the footy. Axel Moore picks it up clean as a whistle, then goes bang and sends it forward. And the Scotch players happy to see it across the line for a minor score. Kicks it to himself again. Comes long now out towards Birchmore. Birchmore can't quite take the grab. Tilly does well to push his opponent off the ball, but then his untoward handball goes out of bounds, and we'll see another boundary throw in. Right at the University side, forward of centre for Hutchins. Quick kick forward by Cottier. Glover will be the first down there for Scotch. Rickards picks it up, trying to tap towards Nick Smart. He got his kick smothered. Moore trying to kick it off the ground. And we'll see another ball up. Right in front of goal. At the University end. Clever ruck contest. Auckland gets his kick away just, trying to find Bud Kenny. Burrows Cheng quickly got his handball away. Nice quick kick forward by the Thistles, but it's all Hutchins out here as the captain Jubb takes it to centre wing, sending the ball long in the Tilly direction, uses his body beautifully and takes the grab. Right in front of goal. Slight angle, I would say. Did he have his hands in the back? Oh, tough to say. Lockie G certainly thought he did. Jack Tilley. He likes it off the boot. He's fist pumping and he's kicked his second. And Tilley extends that lead out to 22 points. Well, it's a different side that we're seeing out here now from the Scotch Oakburn College boys. They haven't attacked the footy as hard as they did in that first term, but it's certainly a lot less congested around the footy. We've seen a lot more free-flowing play here at War Memorial Oval. Hutchins 8-4-52 leads Scotch Oakburn 4-6-30. Punched it forward here, now a chance for Hutchins as they kick it forward through Fergus Charles. Bouncing ball, 3-on-1, the two arrives, great tackle there by Tilley, but it's a push in the back on Blandon, and he will take the free kick from half back. Blandon handballs off, oh, it's a dangerous handball into the path of Bennett. Just got his kick away, just. Tilley's trying hard down there, quick handball out by G. G off to Bennett. Bennett got his handball off to Simpson, and it goes forward again. Going back with the flight courageously down there was Angus Evans. Picked up by Auckland. And we'll see a ball up. Just forward to centre for the Thistles. Allen got his ruck contest down. It's kicked forward off the ground, but a nice mark down there by Cottier. He takes it at half back for the Lions. Cottier sending it long towards Tilley. Tilley sent himself, but a big spoil over the back by Bennett. Burrowing through Burrows Cheng and buried into the ground. We'll see a ball up. Helps up his mates there, that's good to see. It was Ben Simpson. Perhaps they've played a little bit of state footy together. Diving on the footy down there, Lockie G. Free kick in the back, going the way of G. He didn't know it was his. So Lockie G sends it long. Big fly across the front of the pack. A good strong mark taken by Ashland. Ashland gets his kick smothered though. The man was just holding his arms up there was Bud Kenny. Bud Kenny sends into the post, and we'll see a boundary throw in. Bit of push and shove down there. Wouldn't want to be taking on the big fella in Tim Auckland. Nothing in that. Anyway, handballed over the top by O'Toole. Now numbers here for Hutchins. Patton sending it long. Going back with the flight there. It's a 3-on-2 in favour of Scotch. Here's a chance now for Simpson. Simpson sends it long. Big fly over the back. Should almost be marked. Bud Kenny's down there, as is Auckland. And it goes out of bounds. Again, in a very similar spot to what we just saw. This is not the Banjos replay, folks. This is just where the ball is. Oh no, it's gone through for a behind. So it wasn't the replay at all. Hutchins 8-4-52 leads Scotch for 7-31. Jubb trying hard to get his kick away. Umpire says throw it in. 13 minutes gone in the third term. Hutchins out by 21 points. Perhaps it's a long bus trip that's cost the boys from Scotch. Jubb trying hard, couldn't quite get his kick away. Look at the attack on the footy down there from Tom Reeves. Quick handball out. Clever touch up. Couldn't quite get his hands on the footy down there, Nick Smart. But it came forward for Hutchins. But Bennett should mop up from here. They're running out of room down here. Will Polly's hot on the hammer down there of that man, Birchmore. Tilley tackles hard. The numbers again, though, with Scotch. And the footy's held in smartly down there by Tilley. And we will see a ball up. Ruck contest, beautiful. Bennett goes again. Got his handball away. Dangerous handball into the hot corridor. Out the back down there's Beattie. He gets tackled hard down there by Will Cooper. Now a chance over the back here for Ingram. His kick is smothered. It bounces back into his arms though. He dives on the foot. He copped a little one high there, I think. And the umpire will give him a free kick against G. We'll see that on the Banjo's replay. Just got him a little high. Not much he can do there. And the free kick will go to Ingram. So Callum Ingram, from a fair journey here, sends it in towards Tilly. A little bit too much on it for him though. And it comes over the back to Bennett. Bennett handballs off to another Thistle who's down there. Coming through hard here. Nicely worked out by Blandon, I think it was. And a quick kick away. Out there is Dowling. And it goes out of bounds in front of the Hutchins bench. We see Huey Miller, the assistant coach in the blue coat. And of course, Boom Blight in the all dressed in black. The man in black, Johnny Cash. Ruck contest out there right in front of the bench. Trying to kick it off the ground down there was Sam Spires. Free kick going the way of Scotch, I think, yes, for dropping the ball against Burrows Ching. Evans going back to the flight. Jarb came through with authority too, then kept running, got a handball back from his man, now sends it long inside forward 50, but it's an untoward kick and Max Hunt is there to mop up. Hunt sending it back towards Jarb, big fly over the back, no one took the mark, quick handball away by Alexander, kick forward again by Scotch. Beattie's there again, Moore sends it in towards the forwards. Here's a chance for Mac Evans, spinning around, a big high up and under, Polly's underneath it. Man hot on his hammer was Birchmore, and happy to see it across the line for a boundary throw in. 16 minutes gone in this third term. Hutchins 8-4-52, Scotch 4-7-37. 12 scoring shots to 11, yet a 21-point margin in favour of Hutchins. Tilly ducked into a tackle and it came out to Spires, quickly kicked away again. Numbers here for Scotch. Quickly Dowling slipped over. Should have been 50. No one, he was playing on, apparently. Quick handball up there by Simpson and again clearing kick there by Scotch. But a mark taken by Suki and a strong grab again. Taken down there. Is that Evans? Yes, it is. Angus Evans sends it high in the Cottier direction and Tilly's there too, as is that man. A quick kick away. It goes through for a behind by Tommy Reeves. Geez, good at the bottom of a pack, Tom Reeves. Sort of like you love running at your feet if you're a big fella. Kicked out again. High fly, big punch away there by Cottier. Patton's there again. Got his head over the footy. Courageous stuff. Out they come now. Maybe a push in the back there. Umpire says no, give it to me, I'll ball it up. Callum Ingram at the bottom of the pack for Hutchins. Punched away forward there by Mac Evans. Just scrappy stuff here at half forward for Hutchins, and the umpire says, give it to me, I'll ball it up. Thanks, fellas. So ball up here in forward. Polly flew up against Auckland, who's been massive. Literally and figuratively, he's been enormous. He wins it down again, does Auckland. Axel Moore quickly out towards Callum Ingram. Nice tackle laid on Napier. Diving on the footy down there's Harper. And we will see a ball up again. Mac Evans at the bottom of the pack. Auckland wins it down. Quick kick forward by Simpson. Only as far as that man there. Quick forward again by Cottier. Luck's a fortune because coming out to meet the footy, Hutchins do really well through Tilly. Great pressure down there again by the defensive unit of this Scotch Oakburn group. And Ashland comes up with it. He will head back to half back. Rucks again, do battle. He's been really impressive, Ben Simpson. Quick kick forward again there by Reeves. Flying high, Burrows Cheng was down there. Tilly with a handball back to Evans. Evans quickly into the middle of the ground. All running space here now for that player. But it's gone through from behind. I think that was Patton. Yes, it was. So Scotch to bring it out from fullback again. It seems like this quarter has been all Hutchins so far. There is still about 5 minutes to go, however. Chance now for Cooper. He can't quite get clean hands as he's tackled by his opponent in Tom Dowling. So still at half forward now for Hutchins, but this time it's on the Derwent Riverside. Auckland wins it down again. If he hasn't had 15 hit-outs, he's had 100. So ball up again. Ruck contest one down, Burrows Cheng. Umpire's looking at him saying that's holding the ball, you're not really trying. So a free kick going the way of Will Harper. Can Harper get something going here for Scotch? Sends it long up the wing, looking for his big men. They fly over the back, O'Toole. Quick bouncing ball, punched away there by, I think that was Jack Tilley who's playing down back, interestingly. No, it wasn't at all, it was Will Stadler. Quick kick forward again, good fist from behind, laid down there by Ashland. Now a chance over the top here for the Scotch boys. Quick handball up, only found Goward. Goward gets his kick smothered. Just need to clear it here. Evans is down there, as is Hodgman. Burrows Cheng got his kick just away. Flew high did McShane. He's juggled it 4 or 5 times. It should go out of bounds. It's kept in though. Now numbers here with Hutchins. Ashland gets his kick to a dangerous position. Oh, clever touch there by Patton. Kicked off the ground nicely by Evans. Coming to meet the footy. Oh, hard attack on the footy. Again, Patton drives it forward again. Now it's Ricards for the Lions. Got his handball away. Clever stuff because he had a man running in Tilly. Diving on the footy down there. Axel Moore's going to lead the race back here, as is Evans. That is Mac Evans, and it goes out of bounds again. Right in front of the commentary position here at War Memorial Oval. Boundary throw in. They've batted well, those two today. Pushing it down was Dowling. And we'll see a ball up here. Just forward to centre on the University side for Hutchins. Attack on the footy's been really good so far. It's all been fair too. Spinning out of trouble, Axel Moore. Patton gets a hold of it. Handballs back towards Burrow Cheng. Quick kick off the ground will go out of bounds. We'll see a ball in. Oh, Auckland's just been huge. Like, he's been magnificent to watch. Quick kick forward. Going back with a flight jab. McShane flies through the air. Great defensive work down there. I think that was... no, it wasn't, a big pardon. I thought it was Stadler. It was, yes. Oh, here's a chance now. Great tackle laid down there by Ashland. And he'll be happy to see it across the line there, Suki. As we see another behind for Scotch. So Scotch to bring, Suki to bring the ball back in. Out wide. Finds his man in Angus Evans. He sends it long. Big fly again. Great tackling effort down there by Scotch, and a free kick going his way. It was a very clear and fair tackle and earned the free kick. So Dowling plays on. Sends it long inside 450, but Cottier will take the mark inside defensive 50. Little strap on the hammy. Running the blue line. Cottier sending a nice long drop punt out, but only as far as that man, Auckland. Got a lot of the Ben Browns about him, I reckon. Big, tall, fuzzy-haired fella. I like it. Big fly again. Bouncing ball over the back, trying to find it was G. Evans, probably been best on in my opinion, if not the big man Auckland, but it goes out of bounds. A free kick going the way of the Scotch. So see the Dogs. It'll be Napier. Beg your pardon, it won't be at all. It'll be Beattie to take the kick. Long, big fly over the back. Chance here for Scotch. They just need to get it on their boot. And as the kick goes forward, will the score count? Yes, it will. Single behind, so that point will count. Three-quarter time, it is Hutchins 8:6:54 to Scotch Oakburn 4:9:33. Goal kickers for Hutchins, it is 2 to Tom Reeves, 2 to Ollie Burrows-Ching, 2 to Jack Tilley, and singles to Will Polly and George McShane. For Scotch, it is 2 to William Beattie, 1 to Ben McShane and 1 to Tim Auckland. So Scotch Oakburn held goalless that quarter. They only managed to score the 4 behinds here on the Bennett's Petroleum scoreboard. It is three-quarter time here at War Memorial Oval. Hutchins in charge by 21 points. We'll be right back in just a few moments, thanks to Mood Food, Bennett's Petroleum, and of course Banjo's in Sandy Bay, where you can get a regular coffee and a Danish for $5.50. We'll be right back in just a few moments.
Our school is not just a series of classrooms. It's not just a proud Anglican school for boys.
Ours is a school that teaches and inspires.
We believe that what you do matters. We're a community that celebrates our peers, that embraces diversity, that exists with compassion and integrity, that treats one another with kindness and respect.
Our school builds more than just education.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
So now we just wait for all the spectators to head off the ground. Quite a crowd building here. Of course, there's plenty in this match. Whoever wins the game will host the state final for the SATIS competition. And we are away. Final quarter. They need a great start here, the Scotch boys. Simpson gets it forward. Jubb trying hard. Cottier's there too, as is that man Reeves. Sending the ball forward over the back. Bouncing ball in chance now for Blandon. Beg your pardon, it was Goward. And a free kick downfield against Glover. Not sure if we caught that. Can we have a look on the... Yes, we did just. Glover with the late tackle. Kick forward and then a late tackle and push in the back. So the free kick will go down here to my man Polly. Of course, was the hero last week against St Pat's. Polly from the pocket. Tough kick. A little bit of breeze out there. He likes off the boot, but I think he's just sprayed it left for a behind. 22 points the margin with a minute gone. They need to be brave here, Scotch. Quick kick, long up the wing. Big fly from behind. Flew high was Ashland. I beg your pardon, it was Goward that flew high. Picked up now by Ashland, who kicks forward. Bouncing ball over the top. Rickards does well. Down to that man in Ingram. Scooping up nicely, Rickards. Ingram back to Reeves. Reeves forward. Bouncing ball through for behind again. Chance for Scotch to reset. Simpson. Sending the ball along. The breeze had just picked up a little bit. Ingram just chopped it off. Rolling through there was Patton. The big ruck contest. Ruckman down there was Allen. Axel Moore. Allen. Now to Patton. Patton has a man on his hammer, but he got his handball off to Reeves. Reeves sends it long. Tilly going back with a flight. Goward over the back. Happy to see it over the line. Boundary throw in. So the ruck's late to arrive. The boundary throw in came in. Rolling ball over the back. Here's a chance now for them to clear. Scotch just got his kick away. Attacking the footy. Patton, who's been huge. He got his kick, but it'll go out of bounds on the full. And a free kick going to Scotch. So Scotch from the back pocket. Sending it long. Allen flew high and took a great grab. He's a big lad, big Hamish Allen. We'll see that again on the Banjo's replay. What a great grab. Flew almost as high as Ben McShane. Allen's a little too far out to score, I would have thought. So he pops it up to the hot spot. They flew high, everyone. Someone's down behind play. Running out the back, Bennett, who's been one of the best for Scotch, to G, who's also been very good. Out towards that man there in Spires. Spires, with a rubbish kick, kicks it out of bounds on the full. As we see that man's hands, it'll be a free kick going the way of Patton. There's a man down behind play, Ben Simpson. I think that was that big fly. If we can have a look, Jerry, and see what's happened. He's very, very sore. Hasn't really moved from that contest. Let's have a look and see what happened here. He's down behind play. He went back with the flight and copped one. He stayed down there, so is it a knee? Not sure what it is. But has the timer stopped? No, the timer keeps going. Can we have another look at it, Jerry? He's down and he's hurt. Thanks to Banjos for the replay. Not sure we can really see. He went back into the pack. Caught one in the guts and then maybe one in the knee. Perhaps it's an ankle. He's walking off anyway. So that's good news. Perhaps he just caught one in the face. It looked like a knee to the face. I'm not sure. Anyway, Patton sends it long in towards Allen. Big punch away comes from the Scotch player in Birchmore. And we'll see another boundary throw in. So Simpson is making his way off very slowly here at the minute. Auckland again wins it down, only as far as Burrows Cheng, off to Reeves, to Axel Moore with a handball, quickly chopped off there by Napier. He gets his kick away, but only as far as Goward. Goward with men in the middle, decides to send a burner down to Rickards. He can't quite get a hold of it, diving on the footy late. Burrows Cheng's there as well. Cops are pushing the back maybe from Ben McShane. And it's not Ben McShane at all. Not sure who that is. We may have two number 13s out there. No, it's Will Harper. He's wearing number 12. They're totally different numbers. Ruck contest again. Kicked away by Scotch. Punched by Goward. Coming through hard at the footy was G. G's been good. He's been good as well, Beatty. Cottier. Handballed off to Goward. Goward forward now for Mac Evans. Bouncing ball, all dangerous. Punched away. Can't quite get a hold of it down there, Auckland. Met the footy, Blandon. Axel Moore sends a bush punt inside forward 50. This one could bounce anywhere. Beautifully worked now by Scotch. Here's a chance now. Spires just won it over. Couldn't quite get a hold of it. Axel Moore back into the middle. Cottier's there. As is about 100 Spires again for Scotch. Sends it forward now. It's a foot race. It's a 2-on-1 down here in favour of Hutchins. They bottle it a little bit. Handball comes out now. Ashland with time and space. Sends it long. Going back with the flight courageously was Nick Smart. Smart, clever, if you don't mind. And that man, Ingram, takes it and is happy to see a ball up at half forward. If there's any chance of winning this game, Scotch need to get going. They need to be brave. Moore got his kick away. Flying high, big punch away down there by Hunt. Over the back, Rickards has a handball. Tilly punched away nicely by Blandon. And we will see a ball up. Ruck contest again. Coming through Burrows Cheng. Didn't have it. And the umpire's called a free kick. There it was on the Banjo's Sandy Bay replay. So Burrows Cheng is going back from the tough angle here. He's going to try the check side. He's got too much on it. No, it's a beauty. Burrows Cheng kicks his third goal of the game and extends that lead for Hutchins. They now lead by 29 points. Have a look at this. I thought he put a little bit too much bend on it, but just the right amount of bend straight through the middle for Ollie Burrows Cheng. Hutchins now on the Bennett's Petroleum Mood Food scoreboard 9-8-62 to Scotch 4-9-33. It's almost a blowout. Polly wins the ruck contest. Nice smother off the McShane kick. Reeves trying hard, quickly kicked away again. Mark taken down there by Spires. Spires moves the ball out wide to McShane. McShane has a running man in G. G long into the forward line. Auckland with a clever handball over towards Archer. Archer, dinky die kick into the middle of the ground. Here's a chance now for Beattie, who gets tackled hard. Axel Moore does the tackling and then gets a free kick for holding the ball. They take advantage. Tom Reeves through the middle of the ground, sends it long in towards Jack Tilley. He goes back and then sends it forward again. He's got the tall man down there, Allen, leading hard. Big fly, and it just lands in his jukes. And that's the sort of delivery you want as a leading forward. Jack Tilley popping it up beautifully. What a great transition of play. And the big man, Hamish Allen, will go back and have a kick at goal. Got the one sock up, one sock down, similar to Will Polly. Sends it long. He's pretty happy with his work. And Hamish Allen kicks his first of the game. And that margin even further extended out to 35 points, almost a smooth 6 goals. Have a look at this kick from the Banjos replay. Just a little hesitation there. Full extension of the right shoe. Straight through the middle. And it looks like we will be back here next week unless Scotch Oakburn can really get fired up and ready to roll. Punched away. He's been good today, Reeves, but that was a nice tackle laid out there by Scotch in the form of Alexander. Alexander kicked out wide, only as far as Ashland. Here they come again, Hutchins. Shepherded off the ball, but they didn't go at the footy. Now Blandon kicking long. It's a 2-on-1 here, but they'll set over the line for a boundary throw-in. 11 minutes gone on the Bennett's Petroleum Mood Food scoreboard. Still a 35-point margin in favour of the Hutchins Lions. They are 10-8-68 to Scotch 4-9-33. Really need to get going here. Scotch, if they're to have any chance. Cottier just gets his handball away to Reeves. Dribbles on forward. Davies sending it long. Ashland just chopped it off. Auckland does really well. Who was that in there? I think it was Evans. Yep, he's going after the footy. Just pops a high up and under. Big fly again. Numbers for Scotch down here. Napier. Hodgman sending the ball into the middle of the ground. Bouncing ball though on centre wing. Numbers again with Scotch. They just need to get their hands on the footy. They haven't been able to do it this half at all. Lockie G. Punch forward by Polly. Sends a burner into Beattie. Beattie got hit hard by Goward. Or was it Evans? Might have been Goward, not sure. No, it was actually Suki. Big fly again, punched away. Hutchins again. Their defensive 6 has been huge. Tilley again pushes a man under the footy. Gets a good shepherd there by Hodgman. Kicking the ball into the centre of the ground. Just tapped over the top. Blandon now driving it forward. Couldn't quite get a hold of it. Reeves running forward with the ball behind his back. Taps it over the top. Auckland gets tackled hard down there by Stadler, and he will take the free kick. He's tried particularly hard down there, big Timmy Auckland. So, Stadler sending it out to Polly, who caught one in the chops. Fergus Charles. Hard on the footy, Blandon. The dog's going berserk over there. Look at that husky. Keen on that pigskin. But the umpire says, give it to me. I'll ball it up. Don't let that husky off the leash down there. The umpire looks around and just makes sure it's fully on a lead. McShane of the Tom variety. He handballs up. Had a man hot on his hammer. Quick handball again there by Scotch, but Reeves to clear again for Hutchins. Rolling ball here over the back. Great defensive work down there by the Thistles. They string a couple of handballs together and Blandon will clear again. Out towards McShane. This is the Ben variety. Ben McShane sending it in the Auckland direction. He flew high, couldn't quite take the one grabber. Now out the back to Dowling. Dowling on hands and knees, handballs up to a man who was tackled immediately in Alexander. Smooth moving Archer. High up and under footy. Play on was the call. And clearing boot again from the Hutchins side. They need to get it away here, but they can't. Napier. Numbers again around the footy in favour of Hutchins. Evans of the Angus variety. Happy to see it out of bounds. And we'll see a ball in. 14 3/4 minutes gone on the Bennett's Petroleum scoreboard. It is Hutchins 10-8-68 to Scotch 4-9-33. And I think that may be all she wrote for the Scotch Oakburn boys. They'll be back here again next week unless they can get a real run on of goals. They need 6 in a row. Unanswered. Beattie trying hard. Bottom of the pack, Burrows Cheng. And we'll see a ball up. Auckland won it down. Another big tackle laid by McShane, but a ball up is called beforehand. So we'll see the umpire chuck it up. Inside forward 50, pretty much right in the middle of the goals. About 35 metres out. Cottier, quickly. Tilly couldn't quite take the mark. Defensive work down there was good by Harper. Quick kick forward again by the Thistles. Man flying there was Beattie. At the bottom of the pack is Bud Kenny. And Bud Kenny will get a free kick in front of goal. Have a look at this. They all flew. And Bud roved it beautifully, but copped a little high one there from Mac Evans. So, Bud Kenny just wiping the brow. A little bit of claret perhaps coming out of the nostrils. He looks straight down the barrel of the camera there. He loves being on TV, little Bud. Here he goes. 35 metres out. He'll take everything he got. Puts it long. Kept in there by the defenders of Hutchins. Quick kick forward by that man in O'Toole. And I think it's gone out of bounds on the full. No, bounced. So a ball in. A little bit of push and shove here down the front. Screened with Jubb. And I think it was Archer. No, it'll be a free kick. Not sure what the umpire was doing. Scotch with numbers, but it goes out of bounds again. So we can see the score there. 10-8-68 to Scotch 4-9-33. Goward was the only one over the back. Now numbers again here with Hutchins, but Scotch do well. Driving it forward. Bud Kenny does really well. He spins out of trouble. Then gets wrapped up by Cottier. And Jubb as well came in late. A little bit late for this stuff. Umpire just needs to get a hold of the footy and push it away. Good work by the ref. Coming through beautifully there was McShane Tom. Fly there by Ashland, as was that man Bud Kenny at the bottom of the pack again. And we'll see another ball up. So not a lot of highlights in this last term. It's been Dow defending from Hutchins. And they haven't been able to get clear use of the footy as O'Toole sends it long and just through for a behind. So 34 points the margin. They need their whole score in the next 8 minutes. Can they do it? They need 6 goals straight, unanswered. Quick handball over the top. Axel Moore sends it long. Man underneath the footy is a Hutchins player in Nick Smart. It came out now to Patton, who drove it long. Now it's a foot race. A little bit of ping pong action down there again. Here's a chance over the back for Will Cooper. Got his handball away just. A little bit of volleyball stuff from the Scotch players. Play on's the call. Patton runs around onto the left, sends it high. Oh, it was a great contest down there by both players. Goward was going hard at the footy, as was Blandon. Goward sends it long, and it's a behind. Can we have a look at that contest? That was mad. Ball comes out here now. Have a look at this, folks, on the Banjos replay. Just crazy. A little out of focus there. Apologies for you, but Mac Evans got his handball away out towards Allen. O'Toole's there too. He runs through, sends a left foot. Roost inside forward 50 over the back. Here's a chance for Davies, who's tackled hard, but it's still run through for a goal. And Davies kicks his first, but the margin is still 29 points. Let's have a look at this again on the Banjos replay. Did really well to keep his feet. Jubb tried tackling hard. Doesn't matter because it went through the big sticks. And Davies kicks his first. But 29 points the margin with only 4 and a bit minutes to go. I think it may be just out of their reach for Scotch. Allen starting to win the ruck contest. Patton on this wing's done really well. Gets a kick forward and then just kept running. Patton runs into the big man down there in Birchmore. Patton kept going. This could be one of the goals of the day. Sends a left foot burner up forward, but it's pushed through for a behind. Gio rated the way, just kept following that footy up there, Gero. That was beautiful. 30 points the margin. Out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. I really think that Tim Auckland's been one of the best today, as was Lockie G, the captain. Ben Simpson, until he went off injured. Been very good. Big torpedo inside forward 50. Bouncing ball for Polly. Kept it in there, but it's out of bounds, I think. Fletcher Bennett's been very good as well for Scotch. But I really think Timmy Auckland's been very, very good. Reeves has been good too for Hutchins. Umpire's calling it back, getting another ball in. I think Patton's been good. But I reckon best on ground for Hutchins is another goal. No, behind. Best on ground for Hutchins is probably, in my opinion, folks, Angus Evans, who's been at half back, running rings around. He doesn't seem to have had an opponent, or at least if he has, he's been running off him beautifully, taking uncontested marks in his defensive 50. It's been very, very good. Wormburner. Beattie does well to shrug a couple of tackles, then sends one out wide. Almost a mark taken out here. Jubb does a big tackle on Rory Alexander. So a ball up right in front of the commentary position. Allen wins it down. Bud's down there low. And we'll see another boundary ball up. Quick kick forward, trying hard. There's Cooper. Spilt water everywhere down here. Just missed my mouth. Another one low. And we'll see a ball up again. It's like a Banjo's replay without the replay. So right here at wing, Allen wins it down to Cottier. Cottier sends it up to half forward, running through hard here though. Scotch do well to get it away, and Max Hunt. He kept going there, Maxie, out to Beattie. Beattie quickly got his hand away, but it's rough and tumble stuff. Burrows Cheng breaks free, out to Mac Evans, sending the ball along with a big inadvertent torpedo punt. Now it's one down, here's a chance for McShane. It's picked up down there by Birchmore. Now Goward got his handball away. Chance there for Smart to kick a goal. He's kicked a point. So not long now, 19 seconds to go. It'll be a win to Hutchins, and we will be back here next week for the state final. Beattie takes a mark here. Another mark taken out wide by McShane, who was very good early. That's Ben McShane, and there's the siren, folks. It is full time here at WMO Oval, War Memorial Oval. Hutchins 10-12-72 to Scotch Oakburn College 5-10-40, a 32-point win to the Hutchins Lions. Goal kickers for Hutchins, 3 to Oliver Burrows Cheng, 2 to Tom Reeves and Jack Tilley, and singles to Hamish Allen, Will Polly and George McShane. For Scotch, it was 2 to Will Beattie, 1 to Alex Davies, 1 to Ben McShane, and 1 to Tim Auckland. So a 1 goal second half to the boys from the north of the state at Scotch Oakburn College versus a 6 goal half to the Hutchins footy side. 32-point winners here today. Of course, we must thank our sponsors, Bennett's Petroleum and Mood Food, and of course Banjo's in Sandy Bay, where you can get a regular coffee and a Danish for $5.50. That's like 1990s prices here, ladies and gentlemen. Well, hopefully we will be back here live streaming again next week for the state final between these two great schools and two great footy sides. Best ons for me, for Scotch, it was Lockie G, Ben Simpson, Fletcher Bennett, Tim Auckland, and perhaps Ben McShane in the early part of that game. For Hutchins, I thought Angus Evans was their best. Luke Patton as well was very good, as was Oliver Burrows Cheng, Tom Reeves, Axel Moore and Riley Ashland as well. In fact, it was a pretty good team effort from the Lions. My name's Tubes Taylor. You've been tuned in to Duff TV and, of course, the Hutchins School YouTube page. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like little Will Hodgman has a small injury there. He should be okay, though. We're going to try and see if we can get a couple of interviews here, but that ends our live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for joining us. My name's Tubes Taylor. Until next time, we'll see you here on Duff TV. goes all the way. Don't even know what they just said here, but I'm not sure if you got me, Jerry. But there we go. Interesting song. Not entirely sure what they said. I don't know the words.